You and I, we are not alike.
Wide open again. Lord Nolan
I don't make
catches
myself
at the 40.
bleed for this life, and it's kind of nice. You just okay, but I'm kind of nice. Yeah, I said it's game time.
35, 30.
I said it's game time. Should have painted my voice this right now. Yeah, it's game time.
Slam to the field turn. Breaker. The football pops free. Sack. Touchdown. Spartan. The middle picked off by Parker. Wide open again. Lord Nolan. They won't catch him. 20. It is caught inside the 5. It's Kirby, the hawk shooter, for a third time.
Welcome into the Bixby Spartan Football Coaches Show, which is sponsored by Chick-fil-A. Eat more chicken. And let's talk Lauren Montgomery about homecoming. We'll get into some highlights here in a minute, but you welcome in the Edmond North Huskies, and homecoming, always a special occasion.
Yeah, a special occasion, the coordination, all the stuff that goes along with that. And then we also had youth football night, and so all the youth football teams and cheerleaders got to escort us out or run us out of the tunnel into the field, and that was fun. And I thought the homecoming crowd was excellent, and the fans were behind the team and stayed the entire game. It was a good environment like we have on Friday nights in Bixby.
All right, and Edmond North, a team that usually has some pretty good talent. You guys preparing for, a good district game. Probably going to have some physicalness to this. Your practice players of the week always play a big part getting you prepped for any game. But let's talk about them. These guys brought to you by Waldo's Chicken.
Yeah, the first one actually our player of the week this week, Blake Hogshooter, and he does an excellent job. He's an offensive-only guy, and so really runs every rep of scout team offense against our defense. And so had a really good week of preparation against our team and helped our team. And then also Ty Montgomery, sophomore running back, is really coming on. He's dominating the JV games when he gets the opportunity to come in the varsity games. He's helping us on the special teams, and then he finishes runs. Just can't say enough about what that guy does for our team as well.
All right, Waldo's Chicken sponsoring our practice players of the week, the Spartans and the Edmond North Huskies. We'll have first half highlights when we come back.
And off. That's blown up immediately. Right away. Bixby front.
The Bixby Quarterback Club would like to thank these proud sponsors of the Bixby Football Coaches Show. Chick-fil-A, eat more chicken. BTC Broadband, stay connected with us. American Waste, big enough to serve you and small enough to know you. Nowlin Orthodontics, powered by Smile Doctors. Baker Pools, the best pool company in Tulsa. Waldo's Chicken, where it's always made from scratch. Roush Coleman Homes, improving quality of life one home at a time. Oklahoma Promo, products that inspire. Core Society, experience the core workout. TTCU, life is better in balance. Castle Rock Homes, your custom home is waiting. And by Explorer Pipeline.
Hey, I'm Elizabeth, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich is the collab of flavors. The sweet honey, the pickled jalapeno peppers, and the creamy pimento cheese. It is a perfect bite.
Hey y'all, this is Ronte, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich is the richness of the pimento cheese. When I took a first bite, I was like, go, go, go cheese, go pimento, go honey, go chicken, go, go, go get it.
Hey Bixby, stay connected this fall with fast fiber internet from BTC Broadband. Stream all your favorite teams with no buffering with our affordable home internet plans. Plus, our friendly local customer service team is always ready to help when you need it. Call 918-366-8000 and enjoy seamless internet in Bixby and other select areas. Go Spartans!
Craving delicious tenders or crispy fried chicken? Hit the Waldo's drive-thru, open 7 days a week. Locally owned and operated in Broken Arrow, 71st and Yale, and coming soon to Owasso. Waldo's makes lunch and dinner a breeze. Waldo's Chicken, fast, fresh, delicious.
Welcome back to the Bixby Spartan Football Coaches Show, which is sponsored by Chick-fil-A. And homecoming, always a big night. Bixby at home against Edmond North. And what did you expect from the Huskies?
Well, we expected a very talented team, and as you saw, they have an excellent quarterback. He's just a sophomore. A couple really talented wide receivers. They can throw the ball all over the yard. He's very elusive, and so forces you to stay in coverage for a long time. And then defensively, we anticipated seeing an odd stack, and they came out and played a 3-4 most of the night. So it gave us a little change up there on the defensive side of the ball, but fortunately our guys adjusted pretty well.
All right, Spartans and the Huskies. Let's take a look at your first half highlights, and these first half highlights are brought to you by American Waste Control.
We won the toss and elected to defer, so Edmond North comes out here, and there you see Cord Nolan with big hit of the week right there off the bat. Coach Flowers brought a little bit of pressure up inside. The counter play, we spit the bubble route out to Cord Nolan, and then we drop back, and Carson does a good job getting in behind Caden Penny on the quarterback counter play, picking up some positive yards. There, Cooper Parker is running power read from his quarterback position. Cooper touched the ball a lot of different ways, played a lot of snaps for us on Friday night, just an excellent ball player. See that defensive line working there, Hector Garcia, Dawson Madden, Joe Peters, those guys up front controlling the line of scrimmage. Braden Presley doing an excellent job triggering from his corner position. Braden comes on and is getting better and better each week. We hit the hitch route off of the counter play right there to Cord Nolan. Cord does an excellent job and does some really good things. You see Braden Presley right there on the speed sweep, does a good job staying in bounds, picking up a few extra yards, and then the late hit there gives us an extra 15. So good opportunity for a flea flicker, and we hit the flea flicker to Carson to Blake Hogshooter right down the pipe and get on the board once again. Get that defense out here rolling. You see a lot of hats around the ball. Nate Hobbs, Joe Peters, Brooks Dixon. You see Joe right there making initial contact. I think we got a bit of the face mask there, unfortunately. Dawson Madden, Cooper Parker. A lot of red shirts around the ball, which is going to be key. And then right there, great tackle for loss, snuffing out that running game. Here it is, Dawson Madden bottles up the counter play, allows Dobdo from his outside linebacker to fit and come make an excellent play. And then right here we hit the slant route off of the pin and pull play. Good throw, good catch by Blake and Carson Kirby. Those guys on the same page are really, really devastating. And then here you see Cord Nolan on the end around play. Cord can do it. He's a great receiver. He's a great defensive player, as we've seen, and he's also a great running back when we give him the ball from the backfield. And then we have a little special formation right there to get Cooper the ball in some space, and behind the excellent blocking of Caden Penny and Broderick Schull. Just the offensive line continues to grow and get a little better each week, which is the name of the game. And then we hit the bubble screen right here to Cooper Parker, and Cooper doing what he does, just going ahead and making a couple guys miss, protecting the football, getting into the end zone for another score. The defense is out right here, hoping to contain number one, the talented quarterback, and then Trey McLaughlin drops into the flat and is in the right spot at the right time, and pick six. Trey's really been coming on, doing some good things, getting some Division I college offers. Proud of Trey. The run up the middle right there, an efficient play, and always trying to find ways to be efficient. Then we kind of have a little naked speed sweep play right here to Braden Presley, and Braden doing a good job getting the open field. You see him running away from some folks. He's a long strider, so it doesn't necessarily look like he's running extremely fast, but he is, I assure you. And then the defense is out here, Dawson Madden, Dobdo, Emery Snyder, fitting from his corner position. A lot of red shirts around the ball, good stuff. Get our offense out on the field again in this half, and Cooper Parker running the power play from the quarterback position. Cooper doing good stuff, keeping the ball in bounds right there. And then another flea flicker play right there, Tyler Wright tossing it back to Kirby, and Kirby finding Hogshooter get on the end zone. Excellent play design by Tyler Schneider, our offensive coordinator. And that takes us to half with a score of 42-17.
All right, Spartans with a big lead. Homecoming at halftime. Your second half highlights when we come back.
It's picked up off the field turf at midfield 50, and Bixby's going to run this deal back.
Hey, I'm Elizabeth, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich is the collab of flavors. The sweet honey, the pickled jalapeno peppers, and the creamy pimento cheese. It is a perfect bite.
Hey y'all, this is Ronte, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A honey pepper pimento chicken sandwich is the richness of the pimento cheese. When I took a first bite, I was like, go, go, go cheese, go pimento, go honey, go chicken, go get it.
What comes to mind when you think of trash? Probably just glad somebody else handles it, right? Well, American Waste Control founder Kenny Burkett started hauling waste and recyclables in Tulsa over 50 years ago, and he is still taking the trash out today. That's not all. Kenny's company is the presenting sponsor of the annual Tulsa Christmas Parade, and he's proud to sponsor Bixby Spartan football. Come out and cheer for our Bixby Spartans with your local waste company and recycling hauler each home game.
Craving delicious tenders or crispy fried chicken? Hit the Waldo's drive-thru, open 7 days a week. Locally owned and operated in Broken Arrow, 71st and Yale, and coming soon to Owasso. Waldo's makes lunch and dinner a breeze. Waldo's Chicken, fast, fresh, delicious.
We're back on the Bixby Spartan Football Coaches Show, sponsored by Chick-fil-A. Eat more chicken, and the Spartans up 42-17 at the half over the Edmond North Huskies. And how did you think things had gone in the first half overall?
Well, we were a little bit frustrated because we had lost coverage as number one. The quarterback scrambled around. We'd had some guys come off coverage and try to make plays on him, and then they were able to throw the ball deep, and that's going to happen with a mobile quarterback occasionally, but your guys have to do their job. And so we try to settle our guys down, get them to understand their responsibilities, because hey, now we're having to bring some pressure to corral him, which means guys are going to have to fit in other places, and so getting our young bunch to understand that, and I thought we did a better job in the second half.
All right, we'll see how they finish here in the second half, and these highlights sponsored by BTC Broadband.
Really big play right here. Edmond North has had a tendency to onside kick quite a bit, and right here they tried the surprise onside at the beginning of the second half, and the ball pops up into Deontay De Jesus' hands, and Deontay extremely fast, as he shows there, and an excellent running back in his own right, and takes that thing to the house. He's also an excellent special teams player, made nearly every tackle on special teams. Then you see him right there, excellent play on the tailback screen by Brooks Dixon right there, reading that thing out and making an excellent tackle. Cooper Parker right there, 3 yards in a cloud of dust, and we just love it. We love being efficient with the ball, and then we find Nate Gonzalez out on the bubble route. Nate very, very explosive with the ball in his hands. Does some things similar to Cordell Goldsby from last year. And then right here we get Carson Kirby out on the quarterback pin and pull play. And Carson doing a good job following his blockers right there and then getting out of bounds, not getting tackled. Counter play right here, but we find Cord Nolan right there on the seam pass back behind it. Very important that we understand where Cord is and what he can do in a run game. Right here, you see that defense out. Dawson Madden with initial contact. Hector Garcia, so proud of what he's doing on defense, plays so hard, and then runs to the football right there. And then another big play right there. I think that's a hitch pass right there, and that's Nate Hobbs from his outside linebacker position. And we got the end around here to Braden Presley. Lots of great blocks down the field. Blake Hogshooter, Cord Nolan, Catcher to Hart. Those guys really taking pride in their gooning and blocking it up. And then getting some pressure right here. You see Hector Garcia, Dawson Madden from their D-line position, and it caused him to throw a little bit of an errant ball. An excellent play right there by Emery Snyder with a one-handed interception, and then he almost gets it in the end zone right here. Gets this excellent field position, very favorable field position for us to come back. We run zone. Bodie Carroll right there gets bottled up just a hair, and then I think Gabe Blankenship. Nope, that's Bodie again. Bodie pops it in right there on the inside zone play down on the goal line. We get our defense back out here. Defense is kind of starting to hit stride, play really well. Trey McLaughlin, Dawson Madden, Maverick Nance, and then Maverick from his linebacker position. Just an excellent hustle play right here. And Maverick getting a little bit faster, a little stronger each week, getting more confident at his linebacker and tight end position. Fun to see him doing good stuff. Carson drops back right here and extends the play with his legs very smartly, gets out of bounds, and then gets us down into scoring range. Same to Woody. Right there with the excellent swab block from his guard position once again right here. That's Barrett Stanley from his quarterback position running the football. Barrett, young quarterback for us, and is growing up, and super proud of him for that. And then right here, Gabe Blankenship, excellent cut out the back door, getting in. I think that's his second varsity touchdown. Gabe, really improving. Glad he came back out and is playing with us. It's always good to have a Blankenship on the roster. Carter Bell from his nose guard position, bottling some things up right there, and then we're to the point in the game where it's a continuous clock, so things are happening pretty quickly. And then we hit the speed sweep right here to Landon Teinhardt, young sophomore that's really doing some good stuff. And then hit the inside zone play right here, and then Barrett with a quarterback lead, running the ball, just has a shoestring tackle right there to keep him out of the end zone. And then right here, Ty Montgomery, so proud of Ty, running the football tough, battling, does everything right. And then I think right here he's going to get his first varsity touchdown, Ty Montgomery. So proud of that sophomore group, proud of those guys, and that takes us to a final score of 85-24.
All right, big win for homecoming, putting up 85. Let's see how we got there in our final stats.
Yeah, 85 is a lot of points, but we were kind of in a position there where we were having to score every time we got the ball, and then they gave us a couple of cheap ones with a pick six and onside kick. So don't typically like to score 85 points on our opponents, but it's just the way it worked out with the circumstances on Friday. 26 first downs, 542 yards of total offense, 236 of that came through the air, 306 on the ground. So a really good night statistically for us offensively. Both teams had 6 penalties, turnovers, both teams had 2. Passing, Carson Kirby was 19-23 for 231 yards. Rushing, Cooper Parker, our leading rusher, with 61 and 1 TD. Carson Kirby, 67 as well. Braden Presley with 66 yards receiving. Blake Hogshuter, leading receiver, four receptions for 95 yards. Cord Nolan, 5 receptions for 50. Braden Presley, 3 for 35. Tackles, Cooper Parker, our leading tackler, with 8. Cord Nolan with 7. Trey McLaughlin with 4. And Cord Nolan and Maverick Nance both had big sacks on the night.
All right, those final stats brought to you by Explorer Pipeline. So on the road now for a Thursday night game, going into fall break, taking on the Big Blue, the Enid Plainsmen there at Selby Stadium, a notable place obviously for you.
Yeah, some very good teams have gone through Enid. We've played some very good teams in my tenure here at Bixby. In fact, one of my most memorable wins of my entire career was in 2010 there at Enid, and we were down considerably. Several players hurt, recovered a couple of onsides, won the game with a reverse pass, and it was just so much fun. And so it's a great place to play. Enid usually turns out well for the games because that's what you do in small towns. Not that Enid's that small, but small town Friday night football. So we're looking forward to the Thursday night trip, the fall break trip to Enid. All
right, 7 o'clock there in Enid at Selby Stadium as the Spartans continue on district action. All right, coming up, we're going to have our Now in Orthodontics Player of the Week.
Back to throw, man wide open, left seam, catch, end zone, touchdown.
Hey Bixby, stay connected this fall with fast fiber internet from BTC Broadband. Stream all your favorite teams with no buffering with our affordable home internet plans. Plus, our friendly local customer service team is always ready to help when you need it. Call 918-366-8000 and enjoy seamless internet in Bixby and other select areas. Go Spartans!
What comes to mind when you think of trash? Probably just glad somebody else handles it, right? Well, American Waste Control founder Kenny Burkett started hauling waste and recyclables in Tulsa over 50 years ago, and he is still taking the trash out today. That's not all. Kenny's company is the presenting sponsor of the annual Tulsa Christmas Parade, and he's proud to sponsor Bixby Spartan football. Come out and cheer for our Bixby Spartans with your local waste company and recycling hauler each home game.
My name is Laura Montgomery. I'm head football coach at Bixby High School. Dr. Nowlin has treated me personally with Invisalign. As a football coach, I appreciate teamwork. When you go to Dr. Nowlin's office, it's teamwork at its finest, from leadership all the way down.
Nowlin Orthodontics, transforming smiles, free consultations, and 0% financing.
We're back on the Bixby Spartan Football Coaches Show, and time for our Nowlin Orthodontics Player of the Week, senior wide receiver Blake Hogshuter. joins us here on the show. Welcome back, Blake.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Hey, man, let's talk about your season so far. We'll get into your performance here the other night, but just talk about how things are going for you.
Things are going good. Definitely already started off with a lot more receptions this year than I've had last year. Just trusting my quarterback, Carson Kirby, to get me the ball and put it where where my route is at, and just trusting him to get me the ball, and trusting our offensive coordinator, Coach Schneider, to just put me in the right position to make a good play.
Well, you've been going through the recruiting process quite a bit now. I know you're focused on football, but you had a lot of attention throughout this last year and over the summer, and how you handled that?
Just go with it. Just keep playing football. All that stuff just takes care of itself. As long as I do my thing, all that other stuff is just going to take care of itself, and I don't even really need to worry about it. And text the coaches, talk to them, build relationships with them, but the main thing is just keep playing football.
All right, let's talk about a couple of receptions the other night against Edmond North. The ones both in the first half, 37, 35 yards, I believe, and describe those.
So it was just kind of play-action play. The defense bit on the play-action, bit on the run. So with their secondary down on the run, just popped right behind them, and just an easy touchdown. Just catch football.
And we had the one almost like a reverse toss there in the end zone. That was a nice throw. That was, I believe, second quarter maybe.
Yeah. Yep. 30-something yards on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Schneider. Coach Schneider's crazy.
It was entertaining play, a great catch. But when you're watching the ball come, it must take forever to get there. But when you're that open, sometimes are you just laser focused on the ball?
Yeah, it's just like I can feel that I'm open, nobody's around me, so it's like I got to make the play, because how could I drop a ball when I'm wide open standing in the end zone ready to catch a touchdown pass? So it's just kind of just focus on the ball where it's at and make a play.
Yeah, very sure-handed. Had a great season so far. Listen, a lot of football in front of you, so we're kind of at the midway point, but all your goals, objectives still out there, a lot of football to be played. But how have you enjoyed, just overall, Blake, your time at Bixby?
I love Bixby. I'd say my favorite part is the coaches, just pushing everybody on the team to be the best they can be on the field and off the field. Our coaches just knowing our game plan so well and spending countless hours on it, and making sure that we're ready for every single week that is ahead of us. Just the people too, just like the families here of the kids, my teammates, just everybody that's in the area is just so nice, and everyone just has a great personality and just loves Bixby Spartan football.
Yeah, and I believe you said you started playing football here, second grade?
Yep, I did.
Yeah, so it's been a minute. We'll have our youth team of the week coming up here in just a bit. Blake, thanks for being on the show. Congratulations on how you played so far, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Blake Hogshooter, senior receiver, and we will have your TTCU youth team of the week when we come back.
Craving delicious tenders or crispy fried chicken? Hit the Waldo's drive-thru, open 7 days a week. Locally owned and operated in Broken Arrow, 71st and Yale, and coming soon to Owasso. Waldo's makes lunch and dinner a breeze. Waldo's Chicken, fast, fresh, delicious.
Hey Bixby! Stay connected this fall with fast fiber internet from BTC Broadband. Stream all your favorite teams with no buffering with our affordable home internet plans. Plus, our friendly local customer service team is always ready to help when you need it. Call 918-366-8000 and enjoy seamless internet in Bixby and other select areas. Go Spartans!
What comes to mind when you think of trash? Probably just glad somebody else handles it, right? Well, American Waste Control founder Kenny Burkett started hauling waste and recyclables in Tulsa over 50 years ago, and he is still taking the trash out today. That's not all. Kenny's company is the presenting sponsor of the annual Tulsa Christmas Parade, and he's proud to sponsor Bixby Spartan football. Come out and cheer for our Bixby Spartans with your local waste company and recycling hauler each home game.
Welcome back to the Bixby Spartan Football Coaches Show, and it's time for our TTCU Youth Team of the Week. We'll dial it back to third grade, and third grade blue, and Cub Smith is the assistant coach there. on that football team. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
All right, Cub, let's talk about your team just in general, how the season has gone so far. Kind of give us an overview.
A little bit of ups and downs for us this year. We returned about half of our team and then had another half come into our team. So we've got about a 50-50 mix. Started off, lost the first game of the year, won 3 in a row, got on a hot streak. Now we've dumped a couple. We set at 4-3. We've got a bye this week. We come back for the 25th for our final game. At this point, it looks like we're just getting ready for the playoffs. We got a couple kids banged up last week, so we're glad to let them get a little rest this week with the bye.
All right, well, let's talk a little bit about your team and individually offense and defense. And we'll start by just a description of how the offense has worked so far and kind of describe it for them.
So we run basically primarily a 2-back jumbo set. We overload the tight end on one side. We're trying to get a little bit more volume passing the ball, believe it or not, in third grade. We found a tight end that's a little bit of a niche for us. We're starting to throw the ball, and it looks like it's working. Run a couple quarterbacks. We've got a taller, bigger kid, and we've got a little bit of a shorter kid. They do a really good job. They're playing hard. They're all good kids, and looking forward to seeing if we can finish this season strong and get into these playoffs and make a name for ourselves.
All right, let's talk about the defense for a minute.
Proud of our defense. Defense is probably our bread and butter. I think it's probably been the biggest benefactor to getting us to the 4 wins. We run a 6-2 defense. The kids play well. We had a lot of first-year kids. It's their first year playing, even though it's third grade ball. We had a few kids come over from flag football, so this is their first year experiencing tackle football. So the kids are learning it. They're picking it up. We're 4-3, but I think we're on to bigger and better things. I think we'll finish out the season strong.
Well, let's talk about real quick before we wrap this up, just in general, your experience with Bixby Youth Football.
Bixby Youth Football has been great. I've been in this program now for 3 years. I previously, some years back, was in the Union Youth Football program, and the Union Youth Football program was fun as well. But I tell you what, it's top tier out here in Bixby. There's no doubt about it, and I'm proud to be involved with it. Hope to continue to stay involved with it, and at the end of the day, we're looking to take these young men and turn them into these young kids and turn them into good young men, and as well as good football players. So it's a lot of fun.
Well, listen, we wish you the best of luck the rest of the year. Thanks for being on the show.
Thanks, appreciate it.
All right, Cub Smith, assistant coach there with third grade Bixby Blue, and that'll do it for this show and our TTCU Youth Team of the Week. Now our Mabry Bank upcoming game of the week for the Spartans is at Enid at Selby Stadium Thursday night at 7 o'clock. We'll see you next time. The Bixby Quarterback Club would like to thank these proud sponsors of the Bixby Football Coaches Show. Chick-fil-A. Eat more chicken. BTC Broadband. Stay connected with us. American Waste. Big enough to serve you and small enough to know you. Nowlin Orthodontics. Powered by Smile Doctors. Baker Pools. The best pool company in Tulsa. Waldo's Chicken, where it's always made from scratch. Roush Coleman Homes. Improving quality of life one home at a time. Oklahoma Promo. Products that inspire. Core Society. Experience the core workout. TTCU. Life is better in balance. Castle Rock Homes. Your custom home is waiting. And by Explorer Pipeline.